Hello everyone, welcome to SIUK Nigeria webinar. We are now live with Lancaster University. Over to you, Tiga. Tiga, are you there? I think there is some network problem. So we have James with us from Lancaster University. He'll let us know about this special webinar. Now, over to you, James.
All right. Thank you for having me today. My name is James Ogoina, and I'm the regional officer for Lancaster University. Today, I'm going to be telling you more about the university and what to expect when you arrive in Lancaster University. Before I start, Lancaster University is one of the top universities in the UK. We're highly ranked in the three major league tables. We're actually in the northwest of England. So Lancaster University is 1 hour away from Manchester, 2.5 hours away from London. So Lancaster is quite central. Um, Please permit me to share my screen with you right now while I give you like a pre-arrival information about Lancaster University. So today's session, I'm going to be giving you like an overview of how to get your CAS, visa, and enrollment before you arrive in the UK. Traveling to the UK, welcome to Lancaster, accommodation, updates, and information live in Lancaster and what to expect when you arrive in our university. After that, we'll then move into Q&A session where you can ask any question you have about the UK or Lancaster University. At this point, please feel free to put any of your questions on the chat button there. And after the presentation, we're going to take them. Thank you. So CAS and visa enrollment. So there's a document called CAS. It's called Confirmation of Acceptance for Study. It is given to offer holders when your offer is unconditional. So you use this document to apply for your visa. Okay. Once you have fulfilled all the conditions in your offer, the visa team will then issue you this document. It's a unique document that has a special number. It contains all your program details, your passport details, and in which you can then use this document to apply for your visa. If you don't have this document, you can apply for your visa application to the UK. We have a dedicated team on campus who can advise you on what to do, documents to provide when filling your visa application. The email address is there on the screen, visa-advice@lancaster.ac.uk. When do you apply for your visa? So you can apply for your visa at least 3 months before arrival. The UK VI now introduced 6 months prior to your program start date. Most times, sometimes they can invite you for interview. This interview, it's during your visa biometrics. So they'll ask you some credibility questions on why do you want to study in Lancaster, why do you want to go to the UK, why do you choose this course. So in some situations, they might invite you for an interview while processing your visa application. And if for any reason your visa was rejected, please send an email to the visa team um, and send the letter of refusal. Then we could then follow up with the UKVI for possible administrative review. So before you arrive in the UK, there are a lot of things happening now. So I'm going to share some details with you. Um, we recommend prior to arrival, you should have about £300 because of transportation, feeding, and thereabout before you set up your bank account in the UK. So we don't advise you to carry a lot of money while traveling. You can use traveler check, or you can transfer your money to a bank account in the UK already, but we don't advise you to carry a lot of money while traveling to the UK. One, because you have to declare that amount through custom, and that can be very stressful. And also, you can pay your tuition fees in advance prior to arrival in the UK. So you can pay your tuition fee in advance. Lancaster University, we have two installmental payments whereby you can pay your tuition fee in two installments. However, the first installment, the half payment, has to be made during registration in October. So what to bring when you are arriving in the UK? Driver license if you have one, credit cards so you can actually make a transaction easily. Photocopy of your passport and other important documents. Money, like I said, about 300 to 500 pounds will be okay for you during that first or 2 weeks while you arrive. Prescribed drugs. So you want to take some drugs, your routine drugs that you might need, toiletries, personal items, laptop, music players. So there are a lot of things that you like to pack when leaving for the UK. So I'm traveling to the UK. Let me just share some information with you about that. So while traveling to the UK, and if you want to land in Lancaster, we advise you land in Manchester, which is 1 hour away from Lancaster. If not, you can land in London
I
and
will
take a
get
train
it
to
as well.
Lancaster, which is about two and a half hours away from London. When you arrive in Lancaster, we have buses, we have taxis that actually can take you from the station all the way to Lancaster when you arrive. The cost for that is about £10 to about £15 from the Lancaster train station to Lancaster. So we have also students um, on ground in Manchester Airport that will accompany you from the airport all the way to Lancaster. That package is all the way from September to January whenever you resume on campus. Okay, so if you are flying directly to Manchester Airport, we have staff available there to pick you up and take you directly to our campus. So it's free of charge. You don't have to pay for that service. All what you need to do is to send an email to international arrivals at lancaster.ac.uk. Tell us when you're arriving and the dates and the flight details. Then we'll have staff available to pick you up from Manchester Airport. Welcome registration and the rest. So 1 month to your arrival will actually require you to register online. Okay. This registration has to do with you have to upload your passport, you have to fill in your name, your biometrics details, your BRP, and the rest. So it's advisable that you have all your documents in check, whereby you have to fill your program details as well on that portal, just to register you on the university portal. Thank you. So some nationals, some students have to register with the police department. You can do this when you arrive in the UK, as you are actually as you are registering with the university. You have staff from the police department there to actually register you as well. So there's nothing to worry about. It's easy. It's a very easy process. You will also be required to pay about £334 for this registration. Sorry, 1 minute. So health. So you're required to pay the NHS fee
Mhm.
when filling your visa application. Normally, this fee is about £705 per year. So depending on your program, it varies. So you can go on the UK website to see how much
Yeah,
you're going to pay for the healthcare subcharge. So we have doctors on campus.
it
So
is.
we advise you to register with a doctor when you arrive in the UK for any health challenges you might have in future, but don't pray for that. So
Good
on
to
campus, we have
know.
health center, we have a
You
dentist
can.
on campus, we have pharmacy, we have healthcare,
Can
and
use.
the chaplaincy. So there's a lot of support around healthcare in
Yeah.
Lancaster and on campus. So opening a bank account. So it's very essential you open a bank account when you arrive in the UK, because you have to, for easy transactions. You need that, and we have so many banks in Lancaster.
Deepak, both are good to go. You can use more images like that. Please proceed with other images as well.
Lancaster when you arrive in Lancaster. So let me share some updates on COVID-19. As you know, things change very fast. The advice from the UK government is updated every 2 weeks. So we have categories. Different countries are listed. We have countries that are on the red list, amber list, and the green list. I think Nigeria is currently on the green list. So let me share some details about what I mean by those travel restrictions. Countries from the red list, you will need to you take a COVID-19 test prior to departure, and when you arrive, you'll be required to stay in a quarantine self isolation for about 10 days. After which you have to take two COVID-19 tests on day two upon arrival and day eight. Okay, so you can only fly to the following airports: Birmingham, Bristol, Heathrow, London City Airport. Those are the airports you can fly to. Aside those airports, there are no other airports you can fly to. So we recommend you look at this, and actually I'll be available to answer any questions about where to fly to, where to book my hotel rooms, and the rest. So if you are flying from yellow and green countries listed in the travel restriction according to UK government, you don't require to self-isolate for 10 days. You can go directly to the university. However, you have to take the COVID-19 test before departure. You also be required to take two tests upon arrival, day two and day eight. So if you have a positive test result, you have to self-isolate. But if you have a negative test result, then you're free to move into the university campus and the rest. So you need to take a COVID test, like I said earlier, before you arrive in the UK. So how do you book for the hotel or test? You can go on the UK website whereby you can see available hotels whereby you can self-isolate upon arrival. So I'll also be sharing support system, travel support package Lancaster University is providing to students. So Lancaster, we understand, is a difficult time for students and offer holders. So we are actually supporting them with about £875 to £1,750 to cover the hotel booking and the COVID-19 test. So all what you need to do is to provide the receipt for the hotel booking and the COVID-19 test, and the university will refund that money back to you upon arrival in Lancaster. Accommodation, I'll just go through this quickly. So far you meet the deadline for accommodation, which is July 31st. Lancaster University guarantees you accommodation upon arrival. There are deadlines to it. I can share that link with you after my presentation. So once your offer is unconditional, the accommodation department will send an email to you, okay, giving you options to apply for on-campus accommodation, right? So there's a deadline, like I said. Once you have once you have a room in mind, you're required to pay 20 and £200 deposit, which is refundable at the end of your contract, providing no deductions have been made. So we have very lovely accommodation on campus. So the university provides 2 weeks free accommodation in university housing and on campus. So prior to your start date, the university is going to offer 2 weeks free accommodation to you upon arrival. So the Lancaster City is a very serene, peaceful, green environment. The cost of living there is very cheap and affordable. There are a lot of things you can do in Lancaster. We have the tourist attractions there, whereby we have the Lake District. Lancaster is around the coastal line, so we have the Morecambe Bay. It's a very good place to relax and have fun. We have a lot of eateries there, African shops, so getting food to eat won't be a problem. To adjust easily into the UK will be very good because we have all the support system available in the university. So I think that covers my presentation. So right now, please feel free to ask me any question about the university or Lancaster University. Over to you, Tega.
Thank you, James. Tiga, are you there?
All right, let me call you back, please. Let me call you back.
Yeah, okay. Could you please start with the Q&A session as James has finished with the presentation.
All right, all right. So thank you very much, James, for your presentation. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you,
I
Tiga.
can hear you.
Okay, so in terms of accommodation, we have a question here from a student. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Tega. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, so they're asking if there are ways that they can pre-book their accommodation before they get to campus. How do they go about that? Do they have to send an email to that effect, or there's something like a form they need to fill?
Okay, so is this for on campus or off campus accommodation?
On campus, on campus.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
On camp.
Okay, on campus accommodation. So normally the university will send an email to you whereby you can book you can start your what's it called, application online. But we have a deadline for July 31st. So the deadline has passed now. So I'll recommend off campus accommodation. I can share the link here whereby you can go, or you can better still send an email to the department. I'll share the details with you right now so that you can actually ask them about any available rooms on campus. If there is none, then you can then look for accommodation off campus.
Okay, thank you very much, James.
Sorry, Tega, I can't really hear you. Could you speak out, please?
Yeah, thank you very much. So the next question: what are the top 5 employers for Lancaster University, and what career opportunities are available post MBA courses?
Sorry, if I did you say the employment opportunities?
Yes, available for post after MBA courses.
Okay, so the thing is that we have a dedicated team on campus. It's called the Employment and Recruitment Services. They help with job placements. So if you walk up to them, they could help you, link you up with prospective employers. We normally have companies coming to campus for a job fair whereby you can actually meet with those companies and sell yourself to them. So our employability rate is very high. It's about 97%. So we are being exposed to that wide range of companies that we have partnership with.
Okay, thank you very much for that response. So still on post-work information, there's another question from a student asking about internships or part-time job assistance during the duration of their courses, if it's available.
Sorry, Tega, I can't hear you clearly.
They're asking if the University of Lancaster provides internship or part-time job assistance during the course.
Okay, so in the recruitment and employment department, right? We have a web page whereby you can go and see available jobs within and outside the university. So there's a portal you can go to see available jobs. So yes, the university helps students in job placement. Yeah.
Okay. So there's another question from YouTube for a student is asking about job placements for students studying master's degree in law.
job placement.
Yes, for
So,
students studying law.
is this for a master's program?
Yes, for a master's program.
Okay, so it's basically the same process. So we have companies like I said, coming to campus to meet with you. So if you're very good, then you can approach them and they can actually employ you after your studies.
It's another question from YouTube to the student is asking about in terms of the financial requirements, like when they get to the UK and they begin their courses, how are they expected to meet up with the different payments that they are meant to make as regards their balance tuition and all of that?
In terms of payment for what?
Their tuition.
So upon arrival, you'll be required to open a bank account. Okay, like I said in my
Could you
presentation, you can
please?
carry like traveler check, whereby when you get to the UK, you can then open a bank account and make and open and make your transactions, or you can pay in advance. You can pay your full tuition fee before traveling.
Okay, thank you very much, James. Thank you very much, James. So another student is asking that in terms of scholarship opportunities for those that are already studying in the university, are they open to still apply for further scholarships during the period of their studies?
So concerning scholarship, no, the answer is no. But what the university can do, I heard there's something called the hardship funds. So due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the rest, the university issued out money to some students that were finding difficult to survive or cope in the UK. So yes, some of those opportunities might come up while studying there.
Okay, thank you very much, James. So another question is about university participation. So a student is trying to ask if there are bodies that assist with integration during the process of their studies as regards extracurricular activities that they can pick up while they are going on their course.
Okay, if I hear you correctly, are you talking about extracurricular activities?
Yes, yes. What type of support system does the university have to support students that would want to diversify outside their courses?
Okay, so in Lancaster, we have over 200 club and societies, both academic and non-academic. So there are a lot of things to do in Lancaster University, a lot of things. So sporting activities, social activities, and the rest. Lancaster University, one of those three universities, has a college system. So we have different colleges, right? So it's like a community within a community. So you'll be part of a college. So you'll be able to network, make new friends, and have fun and the rest. So there are a lot of things to do in Lancaster, a lot of activities to engage yourself in outside your academic work. We also have the Lancaster University Award, which you can actually participate in and add to your CV as well. So there are a lot of opportunities there to explore in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, James.
Any more questions?
The last one we have here is about post-study visa. They are asking about how they can go about the application for post-study visa.
Okay, so it's very easy, right? So when your program, when you are done with your program, you still go to the UK web page, but now you'll be applying within the UK, not outside the UK again. So the process is slightly different from when you are outside the UK. So you'll be applying within the UK now. So it's a similar kind of similar process. It has to be done online.
Okay, so please can you just give them an idea of the documents that they will need to, if there are any? to support
Okay.
this process?
So you will require your certificates from the university. You don't require CAS again. You will still use the same CAS you use during your when you're applying for your program. You will need your passport photo, your international passport. It has to be still valid for at least more than 2 years. So these are the documents you need that I'm aware of right now.
Okay, so for we have some students here that are yet to apply. So they are asking if the University of Lancaster has logistics and supply chain for a master's degree course.
Yes, we do have supply. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Let me check. So I'll be sure about that. Any more questions?
Yes. And then someone is also asking about the requirements in terms of application documents.
Okay, for your application, you require your international passport, your degree certificate, transcript, your English language test, IELTS. If you don't have that, you will need minimum of C6 in your WAEC. Okay.
Okay,
We
thank
also
you very much.
require reference.
Okay,
So to answer your question about logistics and supply chain management, we offer that program, and I've just shared the link. Oh, sorry, I've just shared the link to everyone on the group chat.
okay, okay.
So do we have more questions coming through?
For now, we don't have. Okay, so someone is asking a question about clearing at Lancaster University. So they want to
Yes,
apply for
yes.
psychology.
Clearing is on in Lancaster University, and you can apply. You can apply. Well, clearing is ongoing right now, so yes, you can.
Okay, so another person wants to confirm if the university still accepting applications for September.
Yes, we are still processing application for September. We are still yes, that's correct. We are still processing applications. Yeah,
Okay, so I think
you can still apply.
that's about the questions that we have now. Although someone is asking about if they have a C6 in WAEC, if they can apply for media and communications or journalism.
Sorry, I can't hear you clearly. What do you say?
Okay, someone is asking that if they have a C6 in their WAEC, if they can still apply for media and journalism or media and communications. But I think you've already answered the question as regards the English requirements for courses.
Yes,
So,
C6 in your English WAEC could cover for English language proficiency.
okay, so that's about the questions that we have for now. So I don't know if you still have any more information you would like to pass across to those who might have joined late for the session.
So
Thank you so much, Tigga and James. So, James, I think we have covered all the questions in the Q&A session. Yeah, we have one more question. The student wants to ask when is the next application session after September?
so we only have one intake, and it's always in September. So it has to be September 2022.
Okay, thank you, James. Now, I think we should move towards the end of this seminar as we don't have any other question. I would request you to put anything forward for the students who are watching us right now.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Come again, please.
Yeah, actually, I want you to put forward something in the end for the students who are watching us right now. Like to say something related to the university or anything related to September. intake?
Okay, sure. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. So Lancaster University, like I said, is a top university in the UK. We're in the northwest of England. So the area is very peaceful. It's a small city. People there are very friendly and very happy to welcome when you arrive. So if you have any travel requirements, you want to know about the university more, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any question you might have about the university. Um, Speaking about accommodation, Lancaster University won the best university hall 8 times in 10 years. So we have very good rooms available for you and your family. So cost of living in Lancaster University in Lancaster is very cheap compared to other cities in the UK. So things they are very affordable for you when you arrive. And safety again, safety is one very key thing about studying abroad. Lancaster is a very safe environment. You have no issue about racism there. People there are very friendly and happy to welcome you when you arrive. So I
Thank you,
can
James. Yeah, we
yeah.
have one more question. The student want to ask, can I know the financial implication in total for the MSc log and supply chain management, please?
Okay, so if the question is for this year or next year.
It is for this year, I
This
guess.
year, September this year.
Okay, so it's slightly above to 20 pounds, 20,000 pounds. Sorry.
So I think we don't have any other question. Thanks for your time today, James, for your
I can
valuable
see
time.
I can see
Yeah,
someone's hand up, Brahim.
Rahim.
Yes, yes. I've messaged him, but there's no response yet from him.
Okay.
Can I
So we
share my
have
email
to.
address here?
Okay, so
Yes,
there's
sure, you can share. We have two
so
more
that
questions. Tiga, will you be able to like put forward these questions?
okay, so Kabir is asking if there's a PhD course available in cybersecurity.
No, we have that in MSc master's program, not PhD, not at PhD level.
Okay, so another is asking about the financial implications to study a computer science degree.
To study computer science.
Yes.
Okay, so the fees for that have not been set for next year yet. So what I would just say that for fees structure in Lancaster University, let's say on average, £20,000.
Okay, 20,000 pounds. That's like the benchmark
Yes,
cut around
exactly,
across all
Ex-
courses. Okay.
exactly. So at the moment, someone is asking about the deadline for application. So there is no deadline at the moment. So far, you have all your documents in check. We can actually process it and give you an offer before the start of the academic year. So if you have all the documents in check, we can process it in time. Okay, if you have all the documents, please feel free to talk to Tega, and Tega will get back to me, and we can then process your application. Tega, are you okay with that?
Yes. I already messaged him, so I'm hoping that he responds before the so that we can follow up from there.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Please, are there any more questions about Lancaster University, our programs, pre-arrival information, and the rest?
So another question here is what areas do you have for PhD opportunities in computing?
Okay, so I can share the details with with you later on,
Okay.
Tega, so you can then pass it on to Kabir. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's about all the questions that we have. Hello, James. Are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Okay, so I think that's about all the questions we have from our Zoom account and also from those that joined us via YouTube.
Okay, that's
So if,
fine. So
if,
please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to attend to them. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.
thank you very much, James.